Yeah. So who's talking? Yay. Hey, that's you. Yay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm gonna try to see. Can I do a mic check real quick?
Yeah. I sent you also with Lauren.
So yeah. So I'm on Twitter Spaces through my phone. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I don't know if we can hear you on Twitter Spaces yet. So hold on. Because you can only be on with the mic.
There we go.
Oh.
Heights. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me on Spaces?
I can't hear you. No, because you're muted.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me on Spaces?
Yeah.
Not the only one.
Okay. Cool.
Well, you know what we can do? No, because people won't be able to hear us if we mute that, if they're watching on like YouTube or something. Not that anybody's going to be watching this, but whatever. Who fucking?
You're going to bring.
Maybe you have fans.
You're gonna bring the whole Running Man scene.
I know, right? This is gonna be the coolest thing ever, you guys. I'm so excited.
It's already like trippy because it's all echoey with like two streams going. I kind of like it. Wow, now I'm in the space now. Like, woo.
Oh, look, and we can put in comments up here if somebody leaves comments. So that's cool. So, okay, cool. Yeah, we're just kind of like whoever's listening in on Spaces. So it's just the three of us right now. Let's send this out, and I will.
3 is a good starting number.
Yeah, 3 is the magic number. 1 is the magic number. Okay, I'm gonna tag all you guys. Should we do that, and then just you guys repost it?
Yeah.
Rob.
High tech meets.
Rob.
High tech meets low tech.
What are you, Grandma?
Ninja
Grandma. Because you have a different one on the other,
Yeah.
And which one what are you on Twitter?
DFA Encanta.
What? Do we follow each other? I don't know.
I should probably get around to reading Ayn Rand at some point soon.
Yeah, don't read. Do the fountainhead before you do Atlas Shrugged.
Really?
What's your Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Because it'll
okay.
It'll give you all of the. It'll give you all like the premises that she's gonna hit, and then like some people.
There we go.
Can't. And it's such a tome. There's like 70 pages.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But like it's a.
Do you do any other social media?
Like, okay, I want to.
I use Instagram the most.
So for me, like once I pick up, like I will like suffer through a book instead of not.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
People are like,
And
you
is
can
it,
like
like,
crazy
sent
stuff.
in
Go on the marketplace. And I'm like, you understand I get on Facebook.
Completely different story.
Different universe
Yeah.
thematically, like.
Here, Aaron, I just added you guys. So when you get on, it's gonna you guys can all be like speakers too. Oh, Bitcoin Priestess, yay!
What were you saying?
So that's me.
Burning the Fiat, man.
But I just sent you something in the tag, so it may or may not come through. I don't know.
What's
Yay.
your Wi-Fi?
Oh God. I'm like, I don't know.
This again?
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're in the mountains, bro.
Yeah, we'll be good. Okay, cool. Do you want to hit like that you can be a speaker?
Oh yeah, sure.
That was the most Canadian thing.
I know, right?
Oh yeah,
I
sure.
heard it myself.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
sure. Oh sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so anybody who's watching, listening, it's giving you feedback. Oh, don't do that.
I don't know how do I change it?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. Turn your yeah.
I mean, my mic is off
Your mic is off. So it was just giving you that feedback there.
because I had my sound up, so now my sound is off.
Oh,
So it should be fine.
interesting.
I
Okay.
know. Hey, Mike.
So it says you're a speaker, right?
Mike is here.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm a speaker, but I can't speak if I'm next to you or this computer.
Oh, right. Okay, so we can all just use my microphone to speak because
Yeah.
we can all just speak through this phone.
Awesome.
Can you guys all hear us? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, cool. But I mean, can you hear us through the Twitter or can you hear us through this? other thingy?
Yeah, I can hear you through Spaces and through the StreamYard.
Okay, cool.
Tomer's here.
No way, Tomer! Oh my God.
And the room goes wild because Tomer's here. Before Tomer got it, I was like,
blows up.
yeah. I'll wait for for 2 minutes to see if anybody interesting shows up. Then I'm out of here.
Oh my god. Yay, that's so awesome. Oh, we're so glad you're here. Hi, Tomer.
Right on. Yeah.
When I get there, but happy. I was listening. I got in the car driving. I was listening to some people just yell at each other at a different space. I assume this one's going to be a little bit more civilized.
Well, we just did like a prayer blessing ceremony to say goodbye with the old and bring in the new and call in like, you know, just the love that we're going to get to
The Bitcoin love.
reveal the revealing of all of this love. And so, yeah, we're super excited. And so you're part of it, Tomer. Like, do you want to tell Tomer what you guys just said about him?
Oh, well, you're the reason why I became a Bitcoiner, Tomer. Like, I read your book, and this is Aaron. This is Death in Bitcoin. Yeah, we've never actually spoken before, but after I found Bitcoin last summer, I don't know how I found you, but I read all of your articles on Swan, and it just blew my entire reality to smithereens. I fell in love, so thanks.
I love it.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. I don't even know how to respond to something like that. Like, thank you for enjoying it. Like,
Okay, give it to David.
Yeah. Okay. So Brian's got this here. You can say whatever you want to
Hey,
say.
Tomer, it's Brian here.
Oh, yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I got a similar story. Yeah, I heard you early on somewhere on someone's podcast. It just like completely blew my world away. So, yeah, you were definitely integral to my orange pilling. So I appreciate that.
thank you. Yeah, I'm guessing it might have been the John Malice podcast.
Malice. I forget whose it was. Oh, it was European. I'll think. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank on his name.
But yeah, Tomer, like you're with us right now. We've got the Why Bitcoin here on our little altar for this evening, and it's so beautiful. And I know how much time and energy and you put into creating this, and we just want you to know that we love you and it matters. You know, like all of our work matters, and your work is touching us, just like Satoshi's touching all of us. So thank you. I mean, yeah, we love you.
Thank you, Susan. I just love the whole community. I love each and every Bitcoiner individual. Just the connection that draws us all together. This respect of the individual and this knowledge that we can share values with each other that are not in competition with one another, right? Everything in money in the rest of the world is about people competing for making more money and for, just getting something at the expense of somebody else. And Bitcoin is a non-competitive game. It's a cooperative game. And there's all the incentives are to love each other, right? All the incentives are to cooperate with each other. Even if you're competing with somebody, like if you're mining and somebody else finds another block, you immediately accept it. You don't dispute it. You start working, you accept their block, and you start working on it. Every aspect of it is just this continuous concert of people working together, and it really warms me to hear that that I've played some part in other people's journey of discovering this great cooperative game that we're all cooperating in together. Really lovely.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Tomer. I know Aaron and I were driving back from the grocery store today, and we were talking about the difference between Wall Street and Bitcoin, of course. And Wall Street is like, kill or be killed, and Bitcoin is, thrive and co-thrive. Like that's the ethos and the love that it is. And so I feel super so excited that we're in the fucking thrive and co-thrive party. Yeah.
So early. It's so early.
We're all sharing a microphone right now, so we don't give you guys feedback because we're in the room where you get feedback if we're on the same thing. So, yeah.
I have to drop off now, but if I get a chance, I'll come and doing you guys.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Tomer. We really appreciate you, and I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday with your family and feeling blessed.
I am.
Yay. Okay.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Aloha. Yay.
Fully expecting like
I'm
Tomer
down
drops off.
testing my mic. I got rugged and completely booted and scooted. So if you can hear me, let me know.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, it said that you declined to co-host, and then then
No,
you had.
I got rugged completely and then had to remove the thing. So you can resend it. I just
Oh, okay, cool. Hold
yeah,
on.
Twitter rugs sometimes.
Oh, see, that's interesting. So that's a good lesson for us, right? We had a rugging experience previously. So yay. Okay, good. So you're co-hosting. Thank you so much, Lauren, for doing this. And this is like so much fun. Decrim is on, you guys. So everybody who's in Spaces, Decrim's on we're on live stream like over in where are you, Decrim?
I'm at Psilocybin Citadel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the decriminalized nature at Psilocybin Citadel. That's my alter ego. Can we talk about how alter egos are like really helpful?
Sure, talk.
Yeah. No, man. I mean, really, it's been such a transformational summer. You know, we spoke in May. I think I was on your podcast in May, and it's just been such a transformational summer. And now we're like multiverse burning. It's crazy. It's been crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like super fun. We're just, we really want to celebrate like letting go of the old and bringing in the new together. And so for those of you guys who's like, there's a few of us here in the audience, like who's been to Burning Man that's in the Twitter Spaces right now? Am I it? Am I the lone burner? Uh-oh. Oh no, Decrim, turn off.
It's Decrim.
Okay. Yeah, I'll turn it off. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's Decrim and I. Are we the only ones?
Melly B is clapping.
Oh yeah. So Melly, yay. Okay, Melly, rock on, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burning Man. Like Melly, do you want to come talk about your Burning Man experience? You don't have to, but if you do, if you want to, you can.
Just giving us lots of love. Though.
I know that I like your purple hearts. All right, well, there you go. Decrim, do you want to share it? Like, oh, there's Melly. Yay. Hey, Melly. All right, Melly, rock on, girl. Wait, she's just connecting. But yeah, Burning Man's really special, you guys. Burning Man is something that these guys started off just going to the beach to like just burn an effigy of, breaking up and the old life. And then it just kept transforming into something larger and larger on its own. And it's just, I think you've gone more than I have, Decrim. How many have you gone to?
Yeah. I went 8 years, 8 times.
Okay.
From my first burn was 2005.
Here, mute yourself in Spaces.
Yeah, can you hear me on Spaces?
We can, because I'm putting. Just turn off mute on Spaces. So Citadel coming in.
Citadel coming in. Yeah.
We're gonna put the computer, Decrim.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, so just do it on your phone and turn it off.
Turn it up?
No, turn off your phone. Like mute your phone.
Mute my phone. Okay. Is that better?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Wait, can people on Spaces hear me?
Yeah, we can totally hear you.
Okay, cool.
I'm miking you through.
This is chaos, man. This is like Burning Man. This is like chaos. Like technical chaos. Like I tried to go on like Twitch, it didn't work. It's just Burning Man. You just like figure it out though. Like that's really the burn. It's my first year was 2005. I had no idea what the fuck was going on, and 10 years later, we're building camps and shit, and it's really such an empowering experience. Like I can't everybody, like I feel like everybody should have a chance to go out and burn.
What did you learn the most, like as a human being, from going to Burning Man, as opposed to
I think what I learned was that we're put on this planet to create.
You mind being on the camera?
And that's what we try to find is our inner, like, how we express ourselves, right, in our creation process. And, co-creating it together in that moment, like we're doing right now, that's really the Burning Man spirit.
Yeah.
So,
It's like what Tomer was saying earlier about like the collaborative nature of Bitcoin. And it's so,
mhm.
you and I have talked about this on the show and separately, but it's like, it really, they do marry with each other. They go so well, the ethos of both of the families, as it were, the community
Yeah.
tribe of these folks. So I think it's going to be fun. Like next year, we're going to be doing this on the playa together.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think Bitcoin is evolution. This is the step up. Burning Man's kind of training ground. And, I'll go out there and burn again, but like now it's Burning Man real life. We got to actually, figure out how to build an economy on top of Bitcoin. And I think this is where we start, like networking with like-minded people that are going to put in that proof of work.
Yeah, exactly. Burning Man is all proof of work. Melly, what about you? Like going out there, like there's no like free rides at Burning Man. Like you have to fucking show up you pack everything in, pack everything out. Thank goodness for porta potties, but right?
So when I went, my burn was in 2015, the mirrors, and it was quite appropriate for the time that I was living. And I know I have another burn in me, but I haven't been able to make it back. I've had 2 tickets in my hand since then and just haven't been able to make it. And the time that I was there, it was like it was, how do I say this? It's like, it was the best of times and the worst of times.
Totally, dude.
It's like all of it. It's like yes and no. It's like black and white. It's like the negative and the positive. It's like the mesh of it all, the mix. And yeah, it's just really interesting. You said like you go in with what you got. Like whatever you have is enough, because whatever you need will be just there for you.
Mhm.
And I think that's a really interesting part of it. How, yeah, like I slept for like, how long did I slept for like literally like, I got there on Wednesday and I didn't leave my camp. I think I woke up 24 hours later. Like I just did what my body said I needed to do, which was sleep. And I did. And then I got to explore like later on. The camp that I was with was Camp ?
Oh, cool.
This is my camp. I have all these friends. Yeah.
Do you have friends in Hawaii?
They're Hawaii? No, they're here in the Bay. Camp ? is like
I just have some friends in Hawaii that go to Camp ?
Oh yeah. They're everywhere. I mean, Camp ? is everywhere. People come in from everywhere to bring it on. Like the kickoff party is in Missions over here in like a river up in Northern California. But yeah, so it's just cool. It's just like the music. They bring the music. They bring their stage is one of the biggest stages in camp in Burning Man. But yeah, it's just I think I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Rock on, sister. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Burning Man it's real. It changes you for sure. Like having a baby changes you. Bitcoin changes you. And Burning Man. Those are the 3 major life turning points for me.
Babies, Bitcoin, and Burning
All
Man.
3 B's, baby. The 3 babies. 3 B's. Let's go. Oh my God, I love it. Anybody else want to share like just their thoughts about Lauren? I don't think you've gone to Burning Man, but you sounded excited. So what's your thought about like why would you want to go to Burning Man?
Well, I haven't experienced the Burning Man culture, but anytime I could get down with you, DJ Val, and Aaron, and Decrim Nat over here, like I think that would be amazing. I think that the momentum that has been going for quite some time now, in Bitcoin, it's life changing. It changes you from the inside out. And, we are continuing to tap into creative ventures, and we're inspiring people, and we're growing as people. The more that we dive into these learning journeys and networking and creating or just having these authentic connections, and anything that, kind of dives into that perspective, I'm all about it, man.
Oh, wow. Yeah, dude, it does shift our perspectives. And I know, I'm so glad to know you, sister. It's such a fun journey to be on with you and everybody. It's like, I just am so happy when I wake up in the mornings, even if I'm having trouble in my life, like Bitcoin makes me happy. Like, it gives me hope for sure. Yeah, it is. I feel so like, wow. Like, how has Bitcoin changed your life?
Yeah, I mean, probably like everyone. I think I was already kind of like primed for it, like read what happened to Snowden and saw everything that happened to him, and I was a freshman in college during 08. But I mean, even that, you just see right away. It's like, this fucking system, this is so fucked, like something needs to happen here. And then, obviously, as soon as you read about the network and it's just an upgrade from the current system that we have, and it's just like clearly, it's a protocol layer thing. It's a layer of the internet. So like, how do you bet against a layer of the internet? So yeah, I don't know. It's I'm not a burner yet. I haven't,
you are actually, you are just like Bitcoiners are Bitcoiners. Yeah. They don't know it.
Yeah. They don't know it yet,
right? There's like Bitcoiners who don't know it yet, but they are.
Yeah.
Personalities, and same with like, you're a burner for sure. You're 100% a burner, dude. We're playing past the phone right now so that we could all take a turn and not have feedback. Does anybody else want to say it? Do you want to chitty chat? You're a talker.
I don't know what I have to say right now. I'm just kind of like.
Yeah, sis, I'm there too.
Talk about just letting it happen.
Totally.
I know. I have to take a moment thinking this is really happening.
It is really
Bitcoin, man, it's really happening.
Yeah, and Decrim, like, I love you so much. I'm just so glad that we're in our lives together.
Yeah, you showed up. You showed up. Like, in May, like, I was like, fuck, man, what, like, is this shit real? And I like had to like start like finding Bitcoiners, and you showed up. So I was like so grateful, because I thought I was going insane.
Well, that's interesting. Tomer was talking about that this morning too. And I started actually earlier this week. Aaron knows I started an article called "Bitcoin's Making Me Crazy."
Oh, nice.
And it's very, it is destabilizing.
Yeah.
Changing the old paradigm and knowing that it needs to be burned to the motherfucking ground, in order for the new thing to come through. And that can be very disorienting and intimidating for a lot of people. Right. And so I feel very like we're on this journey together to support each other. Right. And so, hey, Will O'Malley, how's it going, my friend? I said yes, so hopefully you're coming on.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we really do need to move forward and treat this, post-COVID as a mental health crisis. And we need to step forward with, all the various, healing, powers that we have. We all have different powers, and we need to step forward and starting to figure out how to do this huge global paradigm shift. And yeah, when you're just sitting alone in your head, like you do, it really does feel like you're going insane. So some of these spaces that we create is like very important for mental health.
Yeah, it's huge. It's very it's a conversation that needs to be had every day until we die. Like this is something that you have a mental health or spiritual or financial health conversation, and then you're just done with it. It's a practice, right? It's a daily practice of tuning in with self, tuning in with each other, tuning in with, whatever your version is of the G word, God, spirit, love, any of the above. But it's that daily practice. And then when we do it with each other, right, it creates more like that sense of community and unity and love, and not so alone,
Yeah.
in the world. Even though we never can ever live the other person's experience, we can at least, we can high five each other and dance along the way together. I think it's important. Sorry, I'm being a nerd.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I've been isolated for 5 years because of the fucking Fiat system. And like I was like desperate. And I was just like, man, I gotta move into Bitcoin Twitter and find some people to tag along with, because I'm like, the Fiat world has just been disintegrating, So this was my desperate attempt to find some people to connect with, and the Bitcoin burners showed up. So thank you.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, and I knew it. I was like, I had to overcome the fear too. Like, I was like, man, if I'm gonna show up in this space, like, I gotta show up 100%. Am I gonna be really ready for this?
Well,
So
we show up where we are, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're ready because we're here. Like that. Those are the
Yeah.
two, like, simple truths, right? And that's
Yeah.
all we can do. There's no, okay, here I am, ready for life. It's like we're just living it together, like this dance and love. Hey, Will, how's it going? You've got your hand up. Let's.
Really good. Thank you, DJ Bell, for the friendlier space to talk.
What was going on over there, dude?
All I know is shit splatters, and I was in front of a fan. This question, and forgive me for being ignorant if I am, but I'm just curious how inflation works in this space. Now, isn't it a mechanism of physical currency in that too much money is in the system and the power of the dollar or whatever goes down relative to the amount of money in the system? But with something that's not tangible, something that's very well controlled as far as its release, like Bitcoin, does inflation have the same fundamental mechanism in that the power of a Bitcoin goes up and down? It's like you could buy bread today, but tomorrow you can't. That kind of deal.
That is a great question, and I know Rob is really, really smart.
Rob is trying to answer this question.
Who gets to answer this one?
So this is Rob W. Bikes and Bitcoin. And so is the question how Bitcoin inflation works?
Yeah, exactly. Like a pontoon boat, right? Along a string. And as let's say, vicissitude of the market, does Bitcoin is it as fluid as the dollars? How does it take any intrinsic?
You should probably come here because we're close to it with the.
Okay.
So it's not just people saying that it's worth something because they kind of made it up, like they said that, my rookie trading card is worth $10 now and now it's worth $5. It's kind of a huge question. On the inflationary side, the inflation schedule of Bitcoin was published with the code itself. So if you hear like people talking about halving cycles, a halving cycle is essentially when the issuance of Bitcoin, which is essentially Bitcoin's inflation, as it approaches its 21 million Bitcoin hard cap, how quickly are you releasing Bitcoin or creating via what are called Coinbase transactions, creating Bitcoin into the network, right? The inflation is understood by everybody. Anybody who participates in Bitcoin knows what inflation in Bitcoin is going to look like for the next 200 years because it's published into the code.
Okay, I see. So as it's released, this value goes relatively it goes down, right? The more Bitcoin that's out there, the less buying power it has. Is that the mechanism?
No, the issuance decreases, but adoption increases.
Gotcha.
So every 4 years, we have what's called a halving. Essentially, when the code was initially published, and you've heard of miners, people are quote unquote mining Bitcoin. Without getting super crazy into what mining is and does, mining is how you secure the network and how you create new Bitcoin. Every 10 minutes from that Genesis block, you had 50 Bitcoin being created. And then I think it's every 210,000 blocks, which approximates to about every 4 years, you have that number, that 50, gets cut in half. So the first epoch, if you hear people talking about having epochs, they're saying, the Genesis epoch was 50 Bitcoins per 10 minutes. That during that time, 50% of the Bitcoin in existence was issued. At the end of that, we had a halving. So then only 25 Bitcoin were released every 10 minutes. Then at the end of that, you had a halving. So then it was 12.5 Bitcoin. And after that, you have what we're currently in, which is sort of the middle back half, about 60% of the way into this fourth epoch, where it's 6.25 Bitcoin is what gets essentially issued or created in every new transaction every 10 minutes. Or not transaction every 10 minutes, every new block that's found every 10 minutes.
That is beautiful, man. You let the light bulb in my head actually go off, because for some reason I had it in my mind that the term halving was analogous to a stock split.
Oh,
something
yeah.
along that mechanism. And
that's
it just
inflationary.
didn't make sense. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Oh my god.
It's a beautiful thing when you can find a space where people are welcoming and they're willing to dumb it down for somebody that's just trying to step in and understand these horribly complex mechanisms. I don't want to dive into the weeds of the minutiae and levels of granularity that there are. I just want to kind of understand it. So when I look at it, I say, I understand why that went up. Or, oh, I get why that's going down right now. And it's just so difficult because it seems like anything can cause a ripple in this. And do you think maybe it's just at this point in time geopolitical? It's just so much instability that really no one can get their heads above the dust enough to say, okay, let's make this make sense now for everybody.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's hard to say. I don't know if there's. I didn't want to interrupt if somebody else was going to chime in, but I'll kind of briefly touch on this. So, having only been in the space since 2017, the probably the biggest thing that I learned from the last 5 years and seeing a halving and seeing a full kind of hype cycle where you get a big blow off and then everyone's excited and then a bunch of people lose their shirts and everyone's ticked off and then it goes back to being fake internet money and then it returns back to being exciting again, is that there's something to be considered, that the number of people who are learning about and using Bitcoin is growing exponentially, right? So the numbers when you're in an exponential function get big really, really fast. And even 5 years ago, the room was very small. And the room was typically filled with people who were programmers or who worked in financial services or who were cryptographers. This was the kind of space where you couldn't go to a conference without rubbing elbows with guys who were all actively working at the protocol, on the protocol level, right? And the current situation is one where we've grown exponentially. The room is a lot bigger, and we're just playing a different game. So it's very hard to say what that is. I don't know if it's geopolitics, energy moving through the Nord Stream pipeline. It's kind of there now. It's in the universe, and I don't know if we will know again, just because it's gotten so big. The space has grown so much.
Yeah, it has definitely become a Cartesian product.
That's
closer. So if you can keep that closer to that, so if
right
anyone
on.
happens to be watching,
That's the mic
listening,
spot.
kind of. Yeah, we're just.
Oh, we have a
duct-
request.
We're duct taping stuff together.
Yeah, now you're the request man because you got the phone.
Lauren of Light is here now. What you got for us, Lauren of Light?
I think she keeps getting kicked off somehow. So
Oh no.
she's not supposed to get kicked off.
And Will, I see you hitting those hearts. If you want to unmute and chime in, that'd be great too.
I just love Lauren, man. I'm willing to give up the mic if she needs it, whatever she needs. I've got her back.
Right on.
Lauren, are you on?
She's just on as a listener right now.
Oh, we gotta add her. She keeps getting booted somehow.
Yeah.
She's fighting for the front.
Are you co-host right now?
No, I'm just on as a speaker. Decrim is the co-host.
Do you want? She's not gonna be able to co-host. Do you want to co-host?
2 points.
Decrim's already face down.
Decrim's already.
She's face down in a ditch somewhere.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, there she is.
You need to approve something?
No, we want to make Lauren. Lauren, do you want to be co-host?
Oh yeah, you can step me down.
No, you can still do it, but we just want here, I'll invite Lauren. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama Bear, that NFT is gorgeous in your profile. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'll just that's my Bitcoin wand in the back. I'll bring it out later on the live stream.
You know, it's kind of funny. I was talking to somebody yesterday. Wouldn't it be cool if people could 3D print the artwork that you guys are creating? It's just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I resin casted it. I just resin casted it, and it's important to cast these magical items. I have a mycelium shield too, and this is having some fun with artwork and creating, and
should we just
really
end
just
it?
using that to sort of express yourself and to that's kind of the